Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Alex from Hype Unlimited. I'm here just to kind of showcase some of the stuff that I got from the Star Wars Galactic Championships that happened last weekend. I've been kind of busy. I haven't been able to make a video yet. I also have a couple of packs that I got from the prize wall that I've yet to open, hoping to do on the video here today. I competed in the day one. I had brought Piet Red, and I went 4-4. I stayed in the, I won my first match, ended up losing the next two. But I decided to stay in just to receive those extra silver packs, which I opened as a shorts, in the shorts video. But yeah, so I was able to acquire for myself the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader showcases, which are absolutely phenomenal and beautiful. I attended the event with my cousin Noah, who did not participate in the event. He focused on doing side events, which we were lucky enough on day one. We pooled our tickets together, we got 5,000. We were able to split a set. He took the Vader, I took the Luke Skywalker here. By the end of day two, we had amassed enough tickets in order to get our second set. And by the time I went up to the prize wall, it had turned out that they were done with their allocation for Vaders for that day. And so we just waited, got there early, day three, ran immediately to the prize wall. I was probably waiting, almost an hour outside the convention center and about 30 minutes in line for the prize wall in order to get our second set, but that was well worth it. I'm glad I was able to get a set of these. I did not get anything extra. I didn't have any extra playsets of anything. As a matter of fact, on day one, I was able to nab myself one copy of the Super Laser Blast, which is absolutely beautiful. Kind of wish I was smart enough to grab more of those, but that's all well and good. But those silver packs are really phenomenal. These cards are so beautiful. I love these things. Fun story about this one is at the end of day three, I was playing some cards, and I was in an area with some of the developers and other FFG employees, and some woman named Jessie just handed a bunch of these out to everyone that was there. So that was very, very cool. And there were some that I didn't get. I had to make a trade for this Obi-Wan. I made a trade for this Invisible Hand. I made a trade for this Grand Inquisitor. And I even traded a Jango showcase for this Darth Vader, which then someone tried offering me the day one buy Obi-Wan mat, which I was very, very tempted to do, but I really wanted to keep this Darth Vader card. So here I am with that. In terms of other prize wall stuff, I was able to nab myself these Ezra sleeves, Grand Inquisitor sleeves, and then of course these are the ones that we just got for being a premium member. That was very, very cool. I was playing Piet Red, which I love that deck. I was actually able to nab this off someone for $100. He is a very kind and interesting gentleman from New Zealand. He just had a whole bunch of stuff that he was selling, and I could not pass up this Admiral Piet showcase. No way, no how. Let's get into cracking open some of these prize wall packs. While I was, like I said, I was 4-4 for the day one, which, it's fine. I ended up running into two Sabines back to back. A Sabine ECL and a Sabine Yellow, both of which, absolutely destroyed me. It was not even a competition. Oh, rare base time, Mystic Monastery, and we got a Hyper Foil Marchion Row. I believe it's Marchion Row actually, but that's a nice legendary right there. Definitely gonna be happy with that. I also got my ass handed to me from a Vader Yellow, which is a very good matchup into me as a Piet player. I was able to actually, on day two, I decided to compete in the Open. I faced 3 Vader Yellows, and I was able to best 2 of them, which was an extreme accomplishment for me because that matchup really can get out of hand for good old Piet Red. Vernestra, Jedi Consular, very nice. Actually, in one of my matches, I was sideboarding for game 2, and I accidentally mixed in the cards I took out back into the deck, along with like the 4 or 5 cards I was adding into it. So I had a pretty stacked deck. Somehow was able to turn around, win that match, and ultimately win the 2 out of 3. Ooh, another hyperspace foil back there. I wonder what that could be. In terms of Talzin Red, I did face a couple of those. I would say, ooh, very nice, a special rarity card. I love those. I usually do pretty fair into Talzin Red. I would say in terms of the Galactic Championship, Piet Red probably, for me, my personal experience, probably about 75% of the time I would beat that matchup. Same thing with Hantu Blue. Some decks I could just defeat in 2 games, but I did lose to about 2 of them. Every single one I faced was a Force deck, though, if that matters to any of you. But overall, I had a great time over there. I really didn't do too many side events. I was able to compete in a couple of them on day 3, but it was mostly the standing in line. Although one of the buddies from around my local area was higher or much further in line than I was. I just handed some of my tickets off and went to go walk around a little bit. Ooh, Legacy Run. All right, that's 2 legendaries down so far. We got 1 special card. All right, so here's our last pack from the prize wall. Let's see if we get anything good out of here. All right, no showcase, it looks like, but you know, that's quite all right. Okay. And I gotta say, I'm absolutely in love with this art. This was the one mat I knew I had to get. When they were mentioning some of the mats were already sold out, like the father, daughter, and the son. Oh, rare. And okay, you know, fair. We got 2 legendaries, one of which is a hyper foil. Got to get these into some sleeves real quick. And then we got a special rarity hyper foil, which is, you know, that's always a good thing for me. So, but yeah, this art is just absolutely incredible. You know, there is no Quinlan and Asajj prestige cards. There's no Quinlan and Asajj OP cards, but this is what they got. And I gotta say, worth it. Very, very beautiful. But I'm glad I was able to get the mat. That was the one mat I knew I had to leave the Galactic Championship with. And, you know, I got it at the end of day 3. So, you know, pretty lucky. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps the channel. I'm trying to upload more and more videos. I'm hoping that my next video, I'm going to open last year's and this year's convention exclusive boxes. I've been holding on to the last one since last year, essentially, and I'm getting the next one this Thursday, so look out for that. All right, thanks a lot, guys.